fly I'm tying today is one of my favourite wet mayflies in the west of Ireland. It's lovely and a nice rolling wave. It can be tied in a range of sizes from 8 down to 14. There it is in the vise. This is a size 10. Perfect size for fishing the mayfly on Loch Con, west of Ireland, as I say. Now, I'll show you how I tie it. The hook in the vise is a B175 Camazan size 10. The tying thread is 80 black by uni. We just tie in a bit of oval gold tinsel. There we are. For a rib, just work our way down the shank. And we'll stop just before the bend of the hook, just where they form the barb there in the hook. First thing we're going to use, a bit of cock pheasant tail, anywhere between sort of 8 and 12 fibres. Just peel them at a right angle. Tips will all line up then, and you can just peel away. Turn them round. Now I like them double the length of the shank of the hook for a tail on a mayfly like this. So we'll just bind that in there. Quickly work our way back up towards the eye of the hook. This will give us a nice flat body to the fly. You can break these off now. Just every now and then take a fresh turn. They'll break away nice and easy as long as you don't take too many. Keep taking turns. But the tying thread, that gives you a fresh edge to cut against. Now back down to the bend of the hook. There we are. The next thing we're going to use is a bit of natural raffia. Now raffia is very brittle when it's dry. It'll break as quick as, look at you. There we are. But when you get it wet, it's nice and pliable. So just a bit of saliva on your fingers and just keep running it through your fingers there. And then we'll just tie that in. And then take the tying thread back up towards the eye of the hook. There we are. Keep it nice and moist. Don't let the light or your fingers dry it out. Okay. And just, you can do touching turns or overlapping turns, it doesn't really matter. And just work your way all the way up. And then about 3 mils short, just tie off. And we'll just trim that off. Just again, there we are. Now the next thing we're going to use is a very pale green hackle. Here we are. It's just a genetic cape, but it's very washed out looking. It's lovely in mayflies. Just bind that in on the side. Tidy up, and then we'll do a complete turn at the head, and then we'll palm it down the body before maybe 5 turns. There we are, that'll do us. And we'll do a complete turn at the tail to lock the hackle in, and then we'll do 4, maybe 5 turns however many you need. That's a few extra. So, and just tie off. And just trim that off. And just take that out. Now the next thing we're going to use is a little bit of crystal hair. Now, I'm just going to take 3 pieces of crystal hair, and I'm going to offer them up about so that they're tied in level with the end of the hackle. Alright, we'll just bind that down. There we go. Pull everything back, bind it down again, tidy up. There we go. And then we can just trim those last bits. There we are. That'll do nicely. Now I've got an orange hackle, and this one, as you can see, is quite a bit longer in fibre than the pale green. I want it to almost wash out as it goes through the body of the fly, this hackle. And so we just bind that down, turn that around, and come back. That should break away. Now what I mean by wash out is at the head it'll start quite thick in colour, but by the time it gets to the tail there's not a lot of orange showing. But it will give the effect of hatching, or the look of hatching. We'll give 2 or 3 full turns. That'll do, just tie that off there. Put that down, fold that back, break that off. There we go. I'm just going to put a little bit of wax on the thread. I forgot to put it on my finger, so there we go. That should do. Just remove the waist. Try and keep anything that's marked. It's a golden olive French partridge hackle. There we are. And we're going to tie that in by the very centre. We'll only have a little bit to tie it in with as well. As you can see, that's how we're going to tie it in. Upside down on the top. Bind that back. And that you'd be able to just get hold of and break away. There we are. Double everything over and just wind it as a head hackle. Just tie that off there. Hold that back, bind it down. And we just need to trim that off. Now I wouldn't recommend trying to break this piece off because the stalk is a bit too thick. But we'll just trim it away. But use your nail just to bed down that bit of stalk, and you'll be able to lose it in the head of the fly. Yeah, whip finish. There we are. Nice little tug bed in the thread. Trim away. And if you find some of the fibres, like there's one there pointing out at funny angles, just get the fly in your fingers, or the tie-in of the fly, twist. Soon bed in. A little bit more. Just twist it back and forth. There we are. Ready for a bit of varnish. And a couple of coats of varnish. And like I say, you just want a nice rolling wave. And a few mayfly coming off. You'll have a lovely day. There we are. Thanks for watching. See you again soon.